night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chat's alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcast and great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxspeedTV sent you. Engines roll, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chat's alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcast and great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxspeedTV sent you. Engines roll, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins. Wheels spin, sparks ignite. Under the lights is a fierce fight. Chat's alive like a racing heart. Here's a place where legends start. Oh, MaxspeedTV, full throttle run. Broadcast and great chat, second to none. League action racing under the sun. MaxspeedTV, where the fun's never done. Thank you, Chevyland.com. Now hurry, get you one, son. Tell MaxspeedTV sent you.
Shopping for a new Chevy? Chevyland stands apart from the competition. Explore over 12 acres and more than 260 vehicles with truckloads of savings, like $10,000 off select new 2026 Silverado 1500s, 1.9% financing on Blazer and Silverado, plus the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months complimentary maintenance. That's peace of mind, only at Chevyland. And that's why we're #1 in North Louisiana. Come see the difference for yourself at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
And welcome back, everybody. I do see Eric, Brendan, and Bray not already in chat. How are you guys doing tonight? Round number 8 of the TNT 87 series of season number 2 here at IRSS, the iRacing Super Speedway, of course, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Got a pretty good field already out here tonight. Looks like about 26 drivers so far. Might have a few more pop in here before we get into qualifying here in about 8 minutes or so. But right now, still sitting at a pretty good field. I've been out here doing pit parties and been pretty interesting. But we got the pre-race analytics pulled up here already. An air temp of 65, track temp of 93. So it is a little warm, but it's not, could be a lot worse. Could be in the hundreds. So I'm going to be dealing with a 93-degree track temp, 70 laps, 210 miles, 5 total sets of tires. That does include the set they start with, and 42% fuel, which is going to put them somewhere between 10, 13 laps. So, of course, as always, plus or minus 3 to 5 laps, depending on if, how much they're saving. So 10 to 13 is what we're going to be shooting for. Of course, pit road could definitely be, as you can see here as they were coming down pit road, there could be some pit road issues here tonight, no doubt about it. IRSS is known for that. And speeding penalties, wrecks on pit road, you name it, we could probably see it. Now, pit road speed, speaking of that, is 65. So, and they're very strict on the pit road with the recent update. So they're going to have to be very careful on speeding on pit road. Of course, pace speed and 90 miles an hour. Point standings coming into tonight. Rick Siebrands, Anthony English, Mark Mann, Gabe Butler, Joe Thompson, top 5 right here. Not in that order, but Rick Siebrands in the top spot at 276. Anthony English in second at 260, 16 points behind Rick. Mark Mann in third at 251 is 9 points behind Anthony English. Joe Thompson in fourth at 243, 8 behind Mark. And Gabe Butler not staying where he's at. He is actually up a spot into fifth at 241, 2 points behind Joe Thompson. Vicente Guerrero down a spot into sixth at 240, 1 point behind Gabe Butler. Jason Berg up 3 spots into seventh at 239, 1 point behind Vicente. Nicholas Wing up a spot as well into eighth at 229, 10 points behind Jason Berg. James Pileski down 2 into ninth at 227, 2 points behind Nicholas Wing. And Wes Hogue down 2 spots, still in the top 10, but down 2 at 224, 3 points behind James Pileski. Steve Loving staying right where he's at in 11th at 214, 10 points behind Wes Hogue. Dwayne Corbett down a spot into 12th at 202, 12 points behind Steve. And Matthias Swank up 3 spots into 13th at 179, 23 points behind Dwayne Corbett. Brian Elmore up 3 spots into 14th at 175, 4 points behind Matthias Swank. Harold Rothery staying in 15th, coming into tonight at 173, 2 points behind Brian Elmore. And Larry Johnson rounding out the top 16, up 2 spots. Craig at the top 16 at 172, 1 point behind Harold Rothery. So, points still pretty close coming into this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. And in the meantime, let me go ahead and grab the schedule. I had it up and then I exited out of it. I can tell you the upcoming races coming up here. Of course, we will have a race next week. So, it doesn't look like we actually get off on a Thursday. So, next week, Daytona, night race. Of course, they got to get through tonight, first and foremost. And then rounding out the regular season, and will be a race 10, July 9th. That will be at Talladega, sponsored by Jimmy Reynolds. Of course, next week, sponsored by Adam Kilday. So 2 races left in the regular season, and then we'll jump right into the chase. Of course, top 16 drivers. 4 races will determine who the champion is. Of course, round 1, chase race round 1 will be at the 08 of Daytona. Then round 2 will be at IRSS. Round 3 will be Daytona Day. And then the championship night will be at Talladega. So that's not only the last 2 races of the regular season, but also the 4 races in the chase. August 6th will be the championship race, and that will, of course, solidify season number 2. So, but we've still got racing to do. We've still got 3 more races, including tonight, that, things could change in the top 16. Different drivers could make it into the top 16 and get in. So, because they got to get in on points. They can't get in with a win. So, gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out going forward. Right now, Joe Thompson up in the top spot here in practice with Rick Siebrands in 2nd, Steve Loving 3rd, Ron Walters in 4th. He is out on the track. And Larry Johnson rounding out the top 5 here in practice. He is also still out on the track as well. Brian Elmore, Robert DuPont, Brent Elmore, Matthias Swank, and Alex Giffen there rounding out the top 10 in practice. Well, Eric, hopefully your back's, going to get to feeling better, buddy. I know my back's been hurting. Of course, I've been doing a lot of weed eating too. So, my back definitely, I know the feeling. So, but we are going to be coming down to the final minute 50 here. So we're going to step aside and play our national anthem here tonight. This one by Eric. So hang tight. Qualifying should be underway when we come back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, 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 brave.
All right, the final 10 seconds. Oh, I almost had that timing down. Wow. So probably going to have to let it get it go down to about a minute 30 there in practice, and then we'll have the timing down on Eric. So, but here we go. Practice is over. Let's get into our qualifying here tonight. 29 drivers. Here we go. Let's see who can qualify on the pole. If I had to guess, I would have to put some money on the 44 of Anthony English. Just saying, just throwing that out there. That looks like 4 Sparks, Brent Elmore, Matthias Swank, Brian Elmore, Robert DuPont, sitting at the exit of pit road, Larry Johnson, Bubba Winningham, Gabe Butler, Anthony English, Steve Loving, Mark Mann's rolling out, Alex Green, James Pulaski, Adam Kilday, AJ Walker, Caleb O'Connor sitting at the exit of pit road. Looks like he's going to be rolling out as well. And James Young. Just to kind of name a few, it looks like Bubba Winningham probably going to be coming out too. So remember, this track is 3 miles long. So, you know, 1 lap is all they get. They got to get up to speed, which they will. No doubt about it. And Force just starting his lap. Brett, Matthias, Brian, Larry, all on their lap. James Young as well. We are just going to kind of watch them here. 5 minutes of qualifying coming down to the final 3. $53,702 for Forrest. $53,547 for Brett Elmore. Wow, what a lap. James Young, Larry going up to the top spot. Steve Loving going into 4th. Looks like Mark Mann 6th, Matthias 7th. James Pulaski just jumped into 3rd. Alex Green in 8th. Robert DuPont just started his lap. Gabe Butler, 53,542. That's going to put him into P2. And Caleb O'Connor in 4th. Anthony English coming out of turn 4 now. We're going to find out if he can top a 53,488, 53,585. Not going to be enough. He's going to go into 6th. James Mayer also crossing the stripe, 53,664. Robert DuPont going into 2nd. All right, final 55 seconds. Hunter Reynolds out here as well. Caleb O'Connor in 5th. I do not see Larry in Discord, but it's going to be Hunter Reynolds going up to the top. 53,462. What a lap for Hunter Reynolds in the final 7 seconds. Now, Jimmy Reynolds is coming out, but he's not going to have enough time, it looks like. So Hunter Reynolds grabbing the pole out here tonight. Hunter, pole, awesome job, buddy. But, you know, IRSS, man, how does it feel out there on the track?
Well, I'm shocked, to be honest. I didn't have any time to practice. Me and Dad were like, oh, I guess we're going to race. We got like 5 minutes to log in and set her on pole, you know? That's pretty cool. I don't know how this is gonna go. We gonna find out though.
We're going to find out. We're going to find out pretty quickly. Probably on lap 1, we're going to find out, see how it goes. But you know what's IRSS? Track's big, track's wide. These cars are fast. They're tanks. They don't stop well. What do you think is going to be the biggest issue these drivers, maybe you included, that y'all maybe will have out here tonight?
Probably most definitely me included. It's probably gonna be tire wear. I'm literally just assuming. Like, sorry you had to bring me up because I don't know what's going on here yet. But probably tire wear. I think once we get in the draft, these things will probably want to slide up pretty good going into the corners. So yeah, probably tire wear. Past that, I don't know. Getting on pit road, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
These brakes suck. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough one.
Pit road, I think, is going to be a fight for everybody. So,
Oh, for sure.
yeah. So we'll see what happens. But Hunter, awesome job out here tonight grabbing the pole, buddy. We'll see what happens, man. 70 laps, buddy. Good luck.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna need that. Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, that was Hunter Reynolds there. We'll drag him back up, and we will grid him up here for the first time tonight. Starting on row 1, and our pole is going to go to, of course, Hunter Reynolds with a 53.462. Congratulations to Hunter on the pole. Larry Johnson with a quick lap there, too, 53.488. He's going to start on the outside of Hunter. Row 2 is going to be Robert DuPont, Gabe Butler. Row 3, Brad Elmore, Caleb O'Connor. Row 4, James Pileski, Anthony English. Row 5, James Young, Steve Loving in the top 10. Row 6, Brian Elmore, Mark Mann. Row 7, Alex Green, James Mayer. Row number 8, Matthias Swank for Sparks. Row 9, A.J. Walker, Adam Kilday. Row 10, Wes Hogue, Ron Walters. Row 11, Joe Thompson, Rick Siebrands. Row 12, Vicente Guerrero, Jimmy Reynolds. Row 13, Alex Giffen, George Burns. Row 14, Bubba Winningham and Lynn McNeese. And Joseph Holder is going to ride shotgun in the 29th spot here tonight. So, pretty good field. All right, here we go. The long trek around IRSS. Of course, round number 8 here. Man, this season is winding down. Brendan, you may be correct. I know last week these guys did a fantastic job on Thursday night. Was a really, really good race. Of course, it was a different track as well. So we'll see what happens here tonight. Heck, they could go green to checker. But now that I've said that, we'll see what happens. Here we go. Pace cars down to the safety of pit road and into the start zone for the first time here tonight. Green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Here we go. What a jump by Caleb O'Connor onto the outside. However, he is going to have to fall back and get in line as we are green here tonight. All right, doing some adjustments there on the volume. I noticed it was getting up into the red, so we don't want to have any of that. And the first lap here tonight is going to go to Larry Johnson grabbing the first lap here this evening. 1 down and 69 more to go. We're going to see a lot of 3 wide out here, no doubt about it. Probably see some 4 wide. I don't know if we'll see any early, but we are seeing a bunch of 3 wide already happening. We see Anthony English now peeking onto the outside here with Gabe Butler down on the bottom. 26 of 100, was quick, grabbed the pole, but wasn't able to lead a lap, as this lap is going to go to Gabe Butler, barely, but that was enough to hold off Anthony English. Oh, we got our first yeller here tonight. That's going to go back. Oh, to Jimmy Reynolds is where it took me on. Oh, no. Did him and the 14 have some problems here? That is Brian Elmore here on the bottom. Looks like Jimmy was right there on top, and I think Jimmy might have come down a little bit too much. Right there's contact, more contact, and then definitely contact after the fact, and that is what sent the 17 of Jimmy right up into the wall. Jimmy coming down little bit too much. Going to rewind that a little bit further here, see if there was any contact prior to that, but doesn't look like it. Looks like Jimmy was just up there, and I would see right there the 14 did move up. Then the 14 comes up again, and then the 14's right there. I don't know. Did Jimmy not come down? Did the 14 come up? Okay. So the 14 might have come up into the 17 from that angle. Let's see here. I think the 14 might have come up after looking at it again. I think Brian might have come up into Jimmy. From this angle, it looks like the 17 comes down, but 17 does not budge. So looks like Brian came up a little bit too much, and that is what sent Jimmy up into the wall here. So after, that's what I was looking at there. Yeah. So it looks like Jimmy actually stayed straight and then got set up into the wall here, and then nowhere to go for the 43. Plows right into him and just sends Jimmy up into the catch fence. Catch fence did its job. However, that is going to topsy-turvy Jimmy Reynolds here. Oh, man. So, yeah, from the looks of it, it looks like that wasn't on Jimmy. Wow. Okay. Well, now that brung out the first yellow here. So, yeah, Eric, it did look like Jimmy stayed straight. I know when I was on the 14, it looked like Jimmy came down. But when I got on to Jimmy, you could definitely see the 14 coming up. So, both show. Brendan, 17 car looks trashed. Yeah. Jimmy got a lot of damage on that one. Faux show. All right. Well, it looks like the 14 is also on pit road. Gabe Butler, Larry Johnson, Hunter Reynolds, Robert DuPont, James Young, Mark Mann, Alex Green, Steve Loving, Wes Hogue, James Mayer. It's going to round out the top 10 off of pit road here. Still got a long way to go. We'll see here if anybody else comes back down pit road. It doesn't look like it. Well, it looks like we've got a few coming down back here. Looks like Mark Mann is going to go ahead and come back down. Alex Green's coming back down. Steve Loving's coming back down. So, yeah, we've got a few that's going to go ahead and, you know, trek back down pit road, probably top up on fuel and anything else they want to get. Eric's predicting 9 yellers out here tonight. And, well, he's got 8 more to go. A.J. Walker has a black flag, probably coming down into a closed pit. So, if that's the case, he'll just get an EO well. Unless they've changed that update as well. All right, coming to lap number 7. Gabe, Larry, Hunter, Robert, James, Wes, Brent, Forrest, James Pileski. We got 2 Jameses. We got James Young and James Pileski. We technically have 3. James Mayer, although that's what I know him by. I think that's what he goes by. We've got 3 Jameses out here, so I got to be careful. So James Young, James Pileski up here, James Pileski in 8th, Forrest 9th, and Matthias in 10th. But James Mayer back in 21st at the moment. He won't stay back there, though. All right, pace cars down to the safety of pit road once again and into that start zone. And there's the green back underway here. Boy, the 126 of Robert all over the back of the 64 of Larry, trying to give him a shove up toward the front as they start to pick up speed here. Man, 180 miles an hour into turn number 1. And it ain't going to take them long to get up over 200 miles an hour. They're going to be topping out speed at about 215 to 218 here tonight. Probably even faster than that if they're in a bigger pack. Eric rooting on to Guerrero here tonight. Not a bad pick. Oh, Braden, it'll be all right, buddy. Robert DuPont gonna grab that lap, and he's gonna drop it down right in front of Gabe Butler, but he left that bottom door open. Whoa! That could have been a big problem. Whoa, no. 38, Wes Ho got up into the wall. Of course, he had to really kind of watch it because he almost got the door knocked off of him, but he is going to fall back here. 248.85 coming. We know who that 85 is. That is old Adam Kilday right there. Are we right, Eric? Well, he almost got his doors knocked off, so... James Pileski has got a lap now under his belt. And we are trekking around 2x2 here. Alex Green moving up into 15th. He started 13th. He's trying to get back up there to the inside. He's got Steve Loving. He's also got Alex Giffen in the 99. And, ooh, Oh, I seen some. Oh, we got the 38 in the wall. We've got the 3 into the wall. We've also got several others into the wall. I know Alex Green was into the wall. The 248 of Sparks was into the wall as well. So we got a couple of them paying homage to the wall fetish god there, Eric. Well, that's good. At least you can handle sitting down. All right, 3 wide. Adam Kilday on the top side. Bad thing about these cars is they don't turn well, so you really got to let the track and the car do the turning, because you can turn all you want to, and it's just not going to go anywhere. So watching the speeds here, Wes Hogue, 215, 217. About 217 miles an hour is about what they're getting up to. Yeah, I haven't seen old Talon in a while either. I don't know. Maybe he's working. I don't know what's going on. Battle for the lead, Robert. We had some 3 wide going. Oh, 64. Getting shuffled back here. Larry. I had to find him for a second. He is getting shuffled a little back. He has got the 38 right behind him. That is Wes. Wes is on the outside. Now it looks like Larry's going to go to the bottom in front of the old 4 of Batman, Martin Mann. You can just see how bumpy this track is. We've been out here now at about 8 laps this time by. Watching the 23 of Caleb O'Connor here. Remember, on the start, he got a really good jump, but wasn't able to do anything. And now he's just trying to make something happen here onto the outside. Wes Hogue also up here as well in the 38 machine. Boy, my timing screen lighting up like a Christmas tree. Got a lot of greens and a lot of reds on there. You know what would be kind of cool is if they could do something like when a car is wrecking, it would go yellow. That way, us broadcasters would know that, hey, something's going on back there. You need to go click on it, I think that would be kind of cool. Blinkers. Yeah, we've got some blinkers. 4 wide. We got 4 wide. No, we got 3 wide. No 4 wide yet, but I wouldn't rule out a 4 wide before it's all said and done. Not a whole lot of action back here toward the back right now. George Burns blinking out a little bit too, it looks like. So right up here, though, this is where the mess is, and this is where Wes is right in the middle of everything. 9-lap run here, folks, getting ready for some pit stops here in about, that window's going to open here this time by. So we're going to be within that window of that 10 to 13 laps of green flag pit stops. If we can get, a green flag pit stop, we'll get the field spread out some. Now, they might be able to go a little bit further than 13 laps, but that's what I put. Yeah, some kind of add-on to where we would know, like say, hey, car spinning, Yeah, I would really, 66, and Matthias got on the apron there. Boy, that upset that Valvoline car. I don't know if there was oil in the car or oil on the track, but there was a pun in there somewhere. So Y'all can figure it out for yourself. Hopefully Matthias is all right. He did save it, but he got caught on the outside now, so we'll see what happens. Now, Vicente Guerrero in the 41. Remember, we're used to seeing him in the 14. However, here in the TNT series, he's in the 41. So he just switched the numbers around. But he right now is leading the way here with the help of Adam Kilday, the 11 of Brent Elmore. And it looks like the 26 is going to dive it down to the bottom as we see Vicente and Adam do the same exact thing. That left Brent out there kind of by himself, no help. He does got some help coming, though, if they do decide to get behind him. That is the 23 of Caleb O'Connor and the 27 of Steve Loving. But nope, the 23 going to go with the 27. They're just going to go right up the middle and put Brett in the back, and Caleb goes to the lead. Now, Vicente did get a lap led. Now, Caleb is up for what? A little wild and a little crazy already out here, as Caleb has found the front bumper of the 41 of Vicente Guerrero. Hunter Reynolds onto the outside. There is the 11 of Brent. 27 of Steve Loving. James Young, Wes Hogue, Joe Thompson, Larry Johnson, Adam Kilday, Gabe Butler, Robert DuPont, Alex Giffen, Lynn McNeese, rounding out our top 15 here. But I know we've been kind of running up front, watching the front here for, well, really the first 18 laps of the race, and there's a reason behind it, because that's where we've got the action going on. As they go door to door up here, Hunter Reynolds almost needed some more Reynolds wrap, and it looks like he's going to drop it all the way to the bottom. Lap number 18 here, and they've been out here now 13 laps. Nobody has come down pit road yet. Everybody has stayed out. We do have a few that has been out here about a lap. Oh, here we go. We've got drivers coming down pit road now. And it looks like it's going to be Hunter Reynolds, Jimmy Reynolds, Alex Giffen, Brian Elmore, all down pit road. So, here we go. Green flag pit stops, folks. Oh, no! Vicente! And he didn't save it! No! So, what happened to Vicente? Oh, no! I think he might have gotten hit here. Looks like the 38 coming very quickly. Oh, yeah, he did. Right up into the back of Vicente. And it was just enough to get Vicente all bent out of shape. And oh, Vicente is trying to save it. And they were even wrecking up here too after getting around here. The 77 and the 93 right there got into it. Vicente's trying to save it, nowhere to go for the 66 of Matthias Swank, nowhere to go for the 3 of Alex Green. They're both going to get some damage here. We also had the wreck up here too with well, let me see here if I can find them again. That right there is see the 77. That is Joe Thompson. You know, Joe, he's just trying to dodge, and he goes around and then right down into the 93. of James Pileski, and that's where James, and James caught some air, and right there Joe Thompson is going to get clobbered by Mann. Mark's going to have some damage as well on that machine. Oh, man. Well, not what you want to see. However, everybody is down pit road. Oh, Caleb having to back up. Oh, as well as the 88 of Gabe Butler. Oh, that's going to be some precious timing. Yeah, they don't bump draft very well. And Caleb is going to come out first. Looks like Jimmy Reynolds and Brian Elmore. Looks like their black flags were cleared. So, well, let's see here who we can pick on here tonight. How about we... Oh, Mark's got a black flag. He's down pit road. Well, how about we bring up old Alex here real quick. Alex, got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I just know where to go. Man, what's going on down there? How's the race? It looks like it's, the racing itself's pretty good. Just these cars are tough.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty impressed with those runs. I mean, another lap or two. I mean, I was lined up for pit road there, so we were getting ready to get some green flag stops in. Car feels pretty good. Definitely have to lift going into the corner. I was actually dragging my brake just a hair to get it to set once the tires get worn, but overall, can't complain. We got about 5 seconds of damage in that wreck, so I mean, it's been a pretty good race so far.
So the damage itself, wasn't too bad, but it was bad enough that you had to come down to, get it looked at.
I mean, I was gonna have to pit anyway. I was out of fuel. I had rolled in the pit road with 0.2 gallons, so it was definitely, you saw a couple guys run out there. So I mean, they take some 10 years to change the tires on these cars anyway, so may as well take an extra 5 seconds to get them to beat the right front end.
Yeah, might as well do it. Yeah. These changing these tires are not quick. So, alrighty, Alex. Well, good luck down there. Still a ways to go. So no way you're by far done. So good.
No.
Green flag pit stop definitely will change a lot of things. So
absolutely, you need to be in that front pack. These pit stops or you're gonna be in trouble.
Yep. Alrighty, Alex. Good luck, bud.
Thanks, sir.
Yep. All right, we'll get him back down there, and we will get back up front. And up front, it's going to be Caleb O'Connor, Wes Hogue, Larry Johnson, Steve Loving, Robert DuPont, James Young, Hunter Reynolds, Lynn McNeese, Ron Walters, Alex Green, and it looks like Brant Elmore is coming to the inside here. Jimmy Reynolds also in the mix here for Sparks. You got some guys trying to catch back up. James Mayer, Rick Siebrands, Gabe Butler, Matthias Swank does have a black flag. Probably speeding, more than likely. Buff that dent out, huh? Well, all right, here we go. Pace cars down once again. And here we go. Green is back out. Ooh, 38. That was Wes. Wes just didn't go. I don't know if he missed a gear or what, but yeah, that car just seemed like it just had a parachute on it. Now he's up to speed. So, he's starting to make a move, as well as the 27 of Steve Loving to the outside here. 38 caught in the middle. Larry on the bottom. Robert on the bottom as well. Leading the way, though, is Caleb O'Connor here. Another driver that we're missing several drivers that we had at the beginning of the series of the season, and you know, they haven't been here in a while. Wes Hogue, though, leading the way. Well, we currently have 11 people tuning in right now and 3 likes. Can y'all smash that like button here tonight? Hit that subscribe button if you're new to MaxspeedTV, if you haven't done so already. Ooh, 27 of Steve. I thought for a second he was going to roll up into the 38. But he kept it straight. But, boy, that was close. Wes Hogue. That is the 69 of James Young now on the outside. James started back in 9th. And he has rolled his way up there into P2. Dropping it right down in front of the 27 and right behind the 38. And something happened to the 11 of Brent Elmore here. Ooh, I think Brent might be blinking because he dropped and now he's back. So hopefully his internet stays intact here. He is right up ahead of Gabe Butler. Side by side, Alex Green. You've got the 90 of Ron Walters. Hey, no, hey, we're missing Harold out here tonight. That's who we're missing. Another driver we're missing out here tonight. We're going to be rolling up on... Let's see, there is Bubba right there. So they're going to be rolling up here. I believe that is the 41 of Vicente Guerrero. He just went another lap down. So James Pileski and Vicente is laps down. James is down a lap. Vicente is down 2 laps. Bubba Winningham is on the verge of going a lap down. He is, the last driver on the lead lap. He is coming out of a turn number 2 here. And there is Steve Loving and the leaders coming out of turn number 2. So they are coming up on the number 6 of Bubba Winningham as they go 3 wide up front once again. No question about it. '84 of Lynn McNeese on the bottom. This run now at about 7 laps. Oh, 41 going around. This is not going to be good. Oh, no. Vicente got sideways. Did he get hit again? I think he did. This time, by the 27, right there into the back, 27 of Steve, right in the back, and then it was on from there. Right there, he got hit again by Steve. This set the stage too for another wreck. Take a look at it again here. You're going to see Steve Loving come flying up into the back of the 41 right there. And it was just enough to lift that back end up and to get him all bent out of shape. And then right there, gets him again and finishes turning him, and then nowhere to go. 248 gonna T-bone Vicente, and I feel bad for Alex because Alex Green was involved in this as well. As we look at it from here, right there, Alex nowhere to go, right into the 248 after the 248 got into the 41. And right here, did everybody else make it through? No, the 17 is going to get some damage right there as well. It looks like Anthony English is going to... Something's happened to Anthony here as well. Oh, right here, it looks like the 07... right into the back of Anthony. That shot Anthony up into the wall. So Anthony is going to have some damage. It looks like Anthony has taken his car behind the wall already. The 04 Mark Mann, I think, was able to lock it down, but Anthony done for the night. He did not have a fast repair either, so... Hey, David O out in chat. It doesn't lend? What do you mean it doesn't lend? All right, lap 31. Couple of yellows already here tonight. 3 to be exact. All right, well, lights are off on the pace car here, so we're going to be going next time by. We got Hogue, James Young, Lynn McNeese, Robert DuPont, Caleb Connor, Hunter Reynolds, Gabe Butler, Brian Elmore, Adam Kilday, and Brent Elmore rounding out the top 10. Steve Loving, Larry Johnson, Matthias Swank, Ron Walters, A.J. Walker rounding out our top 15. And we'll be coming up on that halfway mark here in a handful of laps here. Someone blinked through it all. It was probably George Burns. George has been doing a lot of blinking here. So I don't know. I don't know if he's getting any bad storms where he's at or not, but Well, it looks like the lights are back on the pace car here, and they're probably going to try to get everybody caught back up. Yeah, we're going to go around one more time. Ooh, Alex Giffen has some major front end problems. Looks like he's coming down pit road here. Alex Giffen does have a meatball. Mark Mann's got a meatball too. No fast repair. Jimmy Reynolds, no fast repair. Oh. Well, all right, it'll be lap 34 on green here. Hogue, Young, McNeese, DuPont, Connor, top 5. Pace car will make that elusive dive down to the safety of pit road. There it goes. And coming into that start zone once again. Here we go. And there's the green. Back underway here tonight. IRSS. Round number 8 of season 2 of the OPTNT 87s. By default. I think you said that the last time too. Yeah. If IRSS should come with one free fastie by default, then all road courses should be banned from NASCAR. I don't like road courses, so Now, I can handle the ovals, but I just don't like road. I cannot stand road courses. And they are getting dicey up here, man. That 126 all over the 23. Gave him a nice shove, but that could come back to bite him, as, you know, he is by himself, and there is a pack of cars behind him. Seeing that 11 to the... Oh, no! We're going to have another wreck! It's not going to be a pretty one either. Oh, no. Robert DuPont. I seen that one coming. Looks like Robert got hooked here by the 11. We're going to look at it here. Looks like the 11 is going to go to the bottom. Robert is onto the outside, and yeah, that 11 just come right straight up into the 126. The 126 going to get hit also by the 38. Roberts going to catch some air. The 11 is going to get tagged by the 64 to send him up into the wall. And this is not going to be a pretty sight because several more drivers are going to get involved in this one. As you can see, the 90, the 93, the 14, the 85. Looks like oh my golly, man. Might be easier to go through who wasn't involved in this or got some type of damage. Looks like the 248 going to get popped up into the wall here. There's a parking lot right here on the front stretch, though. Look at this mess. Oh, Alex Green. You've got the 95 of James Mayer also. I mean, this is a parking lot. We can look at it from a chopper view here, which we can't. Well, yeah, spotter view will work. I mean, look at the carnage right there. Golly. All right. Well, like I said, might have been easier to go through who was not involved in that. It looks like George Burns has called it a night. Looks like Forrest Sparks, he has called it a night. Oh, no. And I was talking to Forrest right before the broadcast, too. Man. I mean, I hated for these guys. George Burns, he didn't have a fast repair, nor did Forrest. Mark Mann does not have one. Vicente is out on the track. 8 laps down, though. Oh, man. Dwayne, how you doing out there, buddy? Eric, hey, Steven. Oh, no. Oh, you'll be racing at Mid-Ohio tomorrow night. Oh, nice. I don't live anywhere near Ohio, so my closest state is Oklahoma, and then, of course, Missouri's to the north of me, and then Texas, Louisiana, that's the surrounding states to the north, to the west, and to the south. Never been to a NASCAR race either, funny enough. I probably wouldn't go now that they do stages. If they'd go back to actual racing for, to race and to race for points and not stage points, then, I'd think about it. But oh, I bet. I'm sure there's probably not. No, there's a few out here that ain't too happy right now. Well, coming to lap number 40. About 31 more laps left to go here tonight. We're up to 4 yellows now. I know Eric's got a little pole that he started out there here this evening. He said 9 yellows out here tonight. So, all right. Well, here we go. Coming to the restart. Lap number 40 into the start zone. Out of the start zone. Green's back out. Everybody on the loud pedal once again. And probably not some happy people out there right now. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I was running third and then I ended up getting wrecked or getting clipped or whatever the case may be, I'd definitely be spitting some fire out there. I'd probably end up getting banned. That's probably why I don't race, because I would let my temper get the best of me, and I would probably end up saying a few words out there, and I think I'll just stay up here in the booth where I know I won't get into that much trouble, at least. Yeah, they're a handful. They're a handful regardless, but, you know, when you combine them at IRSS, oh, man, it makes them like 100 times worse for sure. They're hard to control. Yeah, I just stay up in the booth. That way I don't have to worry about, you know, saying some words to somebody. Up here, I can be me. You know, I can just call the race as I see fit, and I don't have to worry about who I make mad because, frankly, I don't care. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be able to keep it PG-13 and a half. That's exactly right. It would go rated R very quickly if I was racing. You like dirt racing, huh? Dirt racing's pretty good. I've caught very few dirt races, but dirt racing is pretty good. I like actually racing the dirt races. I love the trucks on dirt. However, though, I have not raced in like 9 years, so I'll just give them the Medlock Juju. Yeah, that way they can be mad at me from the booth and be all right, because I can't talk to them if I'm down on the racetrack. Watching that inside line back here at about the third driver on the bottom here. I want to say, let's see, who is that? That is the 41. Okay, that is Vicente. Vicente is 8 laps down. I'm sure Vicente probably not a happy camper right now either. Wes Hogue is up here in this front pack of cars with Matthias, James, Hunter, Lynn, James Pileski. So, looks like Wes is on the bottom here. And it looks like they're going to go around. It looks like Steve Loving, he was peeking to the inside of Wes, but not really pressing the issue. Looks like he's going to go to the outside. Looks like everybody is trying to go to the outside here of Wes Hogue. I know Wes probably not happy at all. And like I said, I wouldn't be either. Late models and UMP PS modifieds. Wing sprints are pretty cool. I like the wing sprints. I like racing those. Yep, yeah, he is 2 laps down now, so yeah. Well, all right. Well, they've been out here now at about 7 laps. We're at lap 45, coming to lap 46. Of course, a little bit of a lag there I've seen. They can't make it, and they will have to pit probably, maybe, guaranteed at least 1 more time, possibly 2. That also depends on the yellows as well, but guaranteed 1 more time. Dirt go-karts. I've seen those. Three wide up front. A thigh swank in the middle of it. And on the outside is the 69 of James Young. But it looks like they're going to fan out here a little bit, side by side across the stripe. James Pileski going to lead another lap here. Lynn McNeese in tow there in second. Micro non-wings. I've seen those. Oh, James Young, get off the wall there, buddy. That is the problem with these cars. Once they start moving up the track, it is so hard to get them to come back down. Looks like Adam Kilday on pit road here. Interesting. All right, so Adam is going to be rolling back out here. Alex Green by himself. He doesn't have any help whatsoever. Whoa, we're going to have a yellow, though. Oh, whoa. And it's going to happen up toward the front. It looks like right there, the 64 and the 84. Let me see. The 64 is Larry Johnson. Now, Larry is on the outside here. Lynn is on the bottom. All right, so it looks like they moved from the bottom. Let's let it play. It looks like Lynn. It looks like Larry was going, and then right there, looks like Larry was straight, and it looks like Lynn come right up into him. But we can rewind it a little bit. It looks like Larry went up top. Lynn was going as well. Slow it down a little bit, and then right there, from that angle, it looks like Lynn came up. Then again, Larry could have come down as well. All right, well, let's get on the 84 of Lynn McNeese here and look at it from this angle. Man, that is really tough to tell. Could have been a combination of both. Lynn going up and Larry coming down, but you can definitely see Larry coming down. As I slowed it down a little bit further, you can see Larry moving down. So Larry, possibility, got into the 84 right there. So had to slow it down enough to see it, but it looks like Larry actually come down into the 84 of Lynn McNeese, and that's where it all started right there. That sent Lynn up into the wall. Larry into the wall, and the 38 of Wes Hogue, nowhere to go. Right there. He's going to clip the back end of the 84, and that is going to put Wes up into the wall. Lynn is going to slide back down the track. Looks like the 95 of James Mayer going to squeak through that. Lap number 50 here. As we get back up to the front. Well, Levi, I got a question. How did you find MaxspeedTV, if I may ask? I appreciate you tuning in here tonight. Really do. Eric, yeah, right. It'll be 20 to go here at the stripe. Oh, Wes told you. Okay, okay. Well, a big shout out to Wes. Tell Wes I said thank you, and of course, thank you for jumping out here and tuning in. Do appreciate it. I know he's still probably not a happy camper, especially after that one as well. But, you know, Wes, there was nowhere to go for Wes, unfortunately. All right, well, it looks like Larry is still setting on pit road here. So Caleb Cotter, Matthias Swank, Robert DuPont, James Pileski, Hunter Reynolds, Brett Elmore, James Young, Ron Walters, Joe Thompson, Adam Kilday is our top 10. It'll be 19 to go when we go green. Levi. My name is Josh. Yep, Joshua, Medlock Juju, that's what Steven says. You know, whatever, but yeah, my name is Josh. Yeah, my name is Joshua, but they all call me Josh, so I go by either one. All right, pace cars down to the safety of pit road. Once again, it'll be 19 to go here at the green. And the green is out. Across the stripe we go. 19 laps remain here tonight on MaxspeedTV. The old TNT 87 Series Season 2, round number 8 here at IRSS. A lot of people call it ISS for some reason. I don't know why. There is an R in there. It is not ISS. So, I think they do that just to get under my skin, but it's okay. Yeah, it does, Eric. Yeah, it does. It just launches itself down pit road, doesn't it? All right, well, Caleb Cotter up front. James Pileski trying to get up to the back end, but he's got Robert DuPont to deal with on the bottom here. They cannot go the distance. They will have to pit one more time. Remember, 10 to 13, 10 to 14 laps roughly. They might be able to get 15 laps, but I doubt it. Oh, we got a wreck. Oh, Ron and Brett. No. Oh, no, the 6 of Bubba. Nowhere to go. Well, we got on Bubba, but it actually started somewhere up here with Ron. Oh, actually, it started even further than that. It started up here with Brett. So what happened to Brett? Looks like, oh, right there, it looks like the 47 and the 69. Whoa, maybe a little bit of net code there or something, but that shot the 47 right up into the 11. That sent the 11 around. Nowhere to go for the 90 of Ron Walters. And then, unfortunately, and this is where we're going to see Bubba right there get into that 11. Nowhere to go for Bubba Winningham in that beautiful USA 250 number 6 machine. Well, it was beautiful. Not so much anymore. As well, that front end of that car is totaled. Still, nevertheless, awesome paint that on Bubba Winningham's car. But that USA 250 car pretty much destroyed. He does have a fast repair, though, so we will actually see that in a brand new car here probably in the next few seconds. Oh, you're welcome, Levi. I do this 4 days a week. Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Thursday, Saturday, and Monday is OP. And then Sunday night is with the kind of the brother league or sister league to OP called CFM. And it's pretty much the same guys that run over here, run over there. So I pretty much know who they are. There are a few differences, but called CFM or Checker Flag Motorsport Speedway Monkeys. So do their races on Sunday night. So for a while, though, Levi, I wasn't doing nothing. And these guys out here in chat can pretty much tell you last year was pretty rough. Starting about February is really where it all started. And I had to take some time off. But, you know, Stephen Lane out there, who is in chat here tonight, him, my brother, and a few other guys that I know from past years jumped in and helped cover my broadcast while I recovered from heart surgery. I had a triple bypass done last year, and so it was last year was a rough year, and that wasn't the only thing that happened, but it started in February. So it's been a long road to recovery, but I am definitely getting better. Later, Steven. Yeah, Steven will jump up here with me every now and then and help me, but he's been having some health problems too. So Steven does what he can. And my brother will jump up here every now and then, but he hasn't done so in, well, let's see, today. So he jumped up here with me Monday, and I was kind of shocked about that, but so I started broadcasting in 2016, Levi. So you say you're 13, so that would put you, what, born in 2012, 2013, somewhere around in there? So I've been doing this about as long as you've been alive. Yeah, it's not a walk in the park for sure. I got the scars to prove it. A lot of people that I've talked to in person, they think I'm pulling their leg, and I'll just lift up my shirt and show them. And, you know, the surprise on their face is like, whoa, he wasn't joking. That's one thing I will never joke about. Yeah, 2013. Yeah, so I started broadcasting in 2016, so... All right, here we go. Pace cars down, 15 to go. It is going to be close on fuel. We will see just how far they can go. Green flag back out once again. And here we go, folks. So Wes Hogue is one lap down. Bubba is one lap down as well. And both of these guys looking for the lucky dog. I know Wes is hoping to get it. He needs a quick yellow to get back on that lead lap. As they pick up speed here, Hunter Reynolds, our pole sitter, has led 4 laps. He's back up front. He's got James Young there in the 60. Woo, well, he did have James behind him. Now Hunter drops it down in front of the 93 of James Pileski. So he is in front of a James, just not James Young. He is in front of James Pileski. You also have Joe Thompson here in the 77. You got the 85 of Adam Kilday on the bottom as well. Ron Walters, Robert DuPont, Gabe Butler. Rounding out the top 10, Steve Loving here in 11th. Ron Walters way up high here. Hunter Reynolds, though, just leading the way. Trying to keep everybody behind him. Got to watch that outside line. They can get a good run. If they can get a good run out there on that outside line, they can definitely make some passing. Oh, no! James Young into the wall, and we're going to have a yellow, but something else actually took place here somewhere. I don't know where. Let me see here if I could find that. James Young was into the wall. Oh, something 93 of James Pileski here on the bottom too. So something happened to James Pileski here. Looks like going into the corner. Oh. So right at the bump, it slowed down the 26 just enough for the 93 to get right up and underneath the 26 machine. And that's what set the stage here for everything to take place. Looks like the 26 coming up into the corner, right into the 69. Then James Pileski goes around as well up into the wall. We also had some action back here, too. Oh, right there it was. That is with the 99 and the 41. Looks like 41 right into the back of the 99 here. That is Alex Giffen in the 99 machine. And man, right there. Looks like Alex was slowing down to dodge it. And then the 41 right into the back of the 99, and then right down into the 38 of Wes Hogue. Man, Wes cannot catch a break here tonight. Oh. And then something happened to the 41 here. Yeah, right there. Okay. That was Vicente. Oh, man. Wes can just not catch a break whatsoever out there on the racetrack. He's very not happy. Oh, I bet he's not. I mean, Wes is like, Eric said it. I mean, Wes is a magnet out here tonight for some reason. Yeah, Vicente, he's 6 laps down now. I mean, unfortunately, with 11 to go, it'll be 10 to go this time by. Probably 9 to go when we go green, I would imagine. We'll see what the pace car lights do here. If they go off, it'll be 9 to go at green. Let's see here. Lights are going to be off. So, yeah, it's going to be 9 to go next time by. So, I mean, the laps are running out. Not a whole lot of time to make up any ground here at all. Well, all right, Joe Thompson, Adam Kilday, Matthias Swank, Brian Elmore, Gabe Butler, Hunter Reynolds, Lynn McNeese, Caleb Connor, Rick Siebrands, Steve Loving, top 10, Robert DuPont, James Mayer, A.J. Walker, Ron Walters, Bubba Winningham, top 15, Alex Giffen, Alex Green, and James Pileski. That will round out the top 18 and the 18 drivers on the lead lap. James Young, Wes Hogue, are a lap down. They are the only two 1 lap down. So they are, of course, vying for the lucky dog. You got Larry Johnson here, 5 laps down. Vicente, 6 laps down. Brett Elmore's on pit road, 8 laps down. Mark Mann is probably done. He's 28 laps down. He didn't even have a fast repair left. And Brett Elmore, he doesn't have a fast repair left either. So a lot of drivers, and there goes the mad dash to the pace car down to the safety of pit road once again. 9 to go here at green and at the stripe. There we go. Green's out. 77 of Joe Thompson, 85 of Adam Kilday, both on the loud pedal. It is 10:25 Eastern, 9:25 Central Time. I'm in Central Time, so door to door up front here. This is kind of where we're staying. It seemed like a lot of the action and the wrecks have been really up toward the front here tonight. I think we've had a few mid-pack, but most of them have been up toward the front, if memory serves me correctly. That's why we're going to kind of stay up front here for the last 9 laps or so. Of course, unless we get a yellow somewhere in the back. There goes the 88 of Gabe Butler shooting down to the bottom. The 66 of Matthias Swank also going to shoot down to the bottom as well. We're going to try to get something going down there on that bottom line. The 14, Brian Elmore up top, trying to make something happen here. He needs more cars out there with him. Adam Kilday leading the way here now. He's led a couple of laps. Lynn McNeese, Hunter Reynolds, James Mayer. Here comes old James. Oh, me too, Eric. Me too. All right, 7 to go here. 27 of Steve Loving down on the bottom. Getting pushed by the 88 of Gabe Butler. 3 wide. Here comes the 66, 38, and the 4. Now the 38 is Wes Hogue. Wes is a lap down, but he is coming. The 4 is Rick Siebrands. He is right behind the 38. 77, Joe Thompson coming up on the 23 of Caleb O'Connor. Let me say that again. But unfortunately, this has cost some drivers here tonight. Like I said, we've lost Brett Elmore, George Burns, Forrest Sparks, Mark Mann, Anthony English, Jimmy Reynolds here. And there are a lot more. I think we've only got a handful of drivers with their fast repair left. Hunter Reynolds being one of them. Steve Loving, Gabe Butler, Rick Siebrands, and Caleb Connor. We've got Brian Elmore and Joe Thompson. That is all that still have their fast repair left. So 5 laps to go. They're sitting pretty good with their fast repair left if they need to use it. Hopefully they don't have to use it, but it is there if they need it. Whoa, no, we've got the 93. Oh, James Pileski catching some major air here, folks. Oh, no. James Pileski just caught some major air, and I seen that, and that's why I started to yell beforehand. So we're going to see the 14 here on the bottom. That is Brian Elmore, and I think I know what happened here. Right there, 14 right into the 93. Hooked. James Pileski here. And that sent James, as that air catches the undercarriage and just flips the 93 machine, and he is going to tumble here for a minute. He is going to land on all fours, but oh, you know James is not happy about that one. Let's go cockpit here on James Pileski here, and that's probably going to set up a GWC here. And, you know, from the cockpit angle, it looks like James come down, but then he straightened back out, and then right there is where he got hooked. And then he just goes lid for lid here. There was nothing he could have done. Once that car left the ground, that was it. So, GWC attempt number 1 coming up. All right, well, as they make their pit stops here, we're going to step aside, pay some bills. We'll be right back, folks.
Shopping for a new Chevy? Chevyland stands apart from the competition. Explore over 12 acres and more than 260 vehicles with truckloads of savings, like 10,000 off select new 2026 Silverado 1500s, 1.9% financing on Blazer and Silverado, plus the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months complimentary maintenance. That's peace of mind, only at Chevyland. And that's why we're #1 in North Louisiana. Come see the difference for yourself at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
shots are off on the pace car. GWC attempt coming up. You hear, folks? So the way it's going to work is we're going to go green. And then whatever happens after that happens. We get a yellow before the white flag. We'll do it one more time. If we get to the white flag, then whatever happens after that happens. So, you know, we got to get to the white flag. We've got to get to the final lap. We've only got 2 attempts out of GWC, so... Oh, Wes Hogue back on the lead lap. Alex Green, Alex Giffen, James Pileski is also on the lead lap. So James Young is the only driver that is 1 lap down. I don't know. I don't know why they use the white flag. I don't know. All right, here we go. Pace car down to pit road. And here we go. Green is out. GWC attempt number 1 underway. Yellow's out. What? Oh, Alex Giffen and the 64. Oh, what happened here? Oh, that bottom line. Something was going on with the bottom line here. It just did not move, and a lot of checking up going on. And that got the 66. He was coming up here, and I think he might have got on the gas too hard. Oh, the 64 right there as well. And Wes Hogue dodged that one. But that shot the 64 right down to the inside wall. The 41 of Azente, he's going to catch the outside wall. Well, a GWC attempt number 2 here. Everybody's got to catch back up to the pace car. Actually, it's showing 9 yellows. So... yeah, that's what it's showing, 9 yellows. Well, I don't think the cautions being extended are yellows. They usually don't count as a yellow, so yeah, 9 yellows. Oops, punched my microphone. Yeah, if there's another yellow, that's it. Here we go. GWC attempt number 2 coming up. Gabe Butler, Hunter Reynolds, Lynn McNeese, James Mayer, Rick Siebrands, Robert DuPont, Caleb Connor, Matthias Swank, AJ Walker, Brian Elmore rounding out the top 10. So now the next flag will end it. If a caution comes out, that's it. If the white flag comes out, then, well, that's it as well. Then we race it back to the line. So next flag, whatever it is, will end the race here tonight. Yeah, technically the next yellow would be the 10th yellow, so yeah. All right, well, here we go. Coming to the restart here. The pace car will dive to the safety of pit road. Next flag after the green ends it. Here we go. Green's out. GWC attempt number 2 underway. So here we go. Can we get to the white flag? No, we cannot. Yellow is out, and that will do it, I believe. I believe that will do it. We will hang tight here. That is the final lap here, and it's showing Gabe Butler as our leader. Are they just going to race it back to the line? Looks like they're racing it back to the line, so getting up to the pace car here. And Gabe Butler gonna bring it home into victory lane here tonight. Caleb gonna be second. And Rick Siebrands gonna round out the top 3. Lynn McNeese in 4th and Robert DuPont in 5th. I am going to go ahead here and get the top 3 up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show. So hang tight, folks. We will be right back. Well, all righty, folks. Well, I've caught up with first and third here tonight. We're going to go ahead and pull up the Yeti cooler machine of the number 4 of Rick Siebrands here tonight. Rick, man, you had a pretty good clean car out there here tonight. Looks like 2 incidents there's all night long. You kept your fast repair the whole race. Awesome job. Man, it was rough. It was rough out there here tonight. Talk about it.
Yeah, we really, really wish we could have got a couple more green flag laps here with this 87 Alliance Motorsports Yeti Monte Carlo. You know, it was well, we was getting some racing, then it was some pretty good stuff, man. But I don't know what happened. It was, I'm kind of at a loss. I really thought, especially after Atlanta last week, that we'd come out here tonight and we would have some really good racing and have some green flag pit stops. So I'm a little surprised by that. I'm sure when we go back and look at the replay, we'll see, you know, maybe what happened. I don't know. Maybe it's just the speeds of these cars that people were handling, having some handling issues or something. But yeah, we kept our nose clean for the most part. We made a couple mistakes because of the brake package. I hope you was that commercial and didn't see us doing that because we lost it a couple times there. But these cars are tricky, so super happy to bring it home in third and get a podium tonight.
Yeah, you know, good points tonight, of course, you know, being the points leader, you know, coming into tonight. You know, definitely going to help. I know Gabe did win, but, you know, you finishing in third, it's, you know, I mean, it's going to be close. He's a little bit, he's at 241 coming into tonight. You were at 276. So, you know, we'll see where it lines up going into next week, but you know, definitely a good points night for you. But man, these cars are tough.
Yeah, that's kind of the name of the game out here. You know, unfortunately, my teammates Mark and Anthony, they had some bad luck there and junked up their cars to, you know, none of their doing. But I think so. We should have pretty decent points tonight and be able to gap those guys a little bit. But like you said, I think Gabe's going to jump all those guys with the win and probably, you know, be right there on your heels and especially with the I think we got 2 races left for the chase start. So we always want to go into the chase with momentum. So we're really going to put in a full effort here these next 2 weeks and see if we can't, you know, maybe steal one or just get some more good finishes and compete because you know, that's kind of just what it takes over here.
Yeah, 2 more races left, round 9, round 10. Of course, round 9 next week, Daytona night. The new Daytona. So, you know, going from IRSS to Daytona, how you feeling about it?
I feel a lot more comfortable at Daytona than I do at ISS, man. It's just ISS and myself have just never been favorable to me. It's always kind of been a thorn for me, but I'm much more comfortable at the Daytonas and the Talladegas and stuff. So we should be able to show up, compete, and bring our best effort for sure.
Yep, got to bring the A game because we're down to the final 2 races. So, yep. All righty, Rick. Well, awesome job out here tonight, finishing third, buddy, after starting 22nd. Man, any final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate?
I don't know who the sponsor was tonight, but I appreciate them, the sponsor, for helping us out and getting this racing to all the fans and the fans that tuned in as well, and all the admins at OP that show up and give us a great place to race on Thursday nights.
All righty, Rick. We'll go celebrate, buddy. We'll see you Saturday.
Yes, Saturday it is.
Yep, we'll see.
All right.
See
Thank you.
Yep. All right. Well, that was Rick Siebrands there in third. Well, congratulations going to go to our P2 here tonight. Caleb O'Connor, he is not in Discord from what I am seeing, so that's going to jump it up here to our winner here this evening, Gabe Butler. Gabe, grab the win out here tonight, your first win of the season. Of course, you know, you'll take the wins any way you can get them, but, you know, it was a rough night out here tonight, buddy. Talk about it.
Yeah, especially after last week. We did so well last week. I mean, at Atlanta, of all places, I mean, 1 caution, and then we had 10 cautions tonight. But I guess, the ebbs and flows of super speedway racing. I guess that's what happens from time to time, but there you go.
Maybe we need to go to mile and a half.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I ain't no good at mile and a half. So I ain't that good at super speedways in this car, but hey, like you said, I'll take the win any way I can get it. But I honestly, I don't like winning that way. But I mean, it
Yeah.
is what it is.
I don't think anybody does, but when you're in a position like that, I mean, it comes with the territory. I mean, you either take the win or you give it up, and nobody's going to give up the win. So you take it any way you can get it. I mean, you started up toward the front. You started in fourth tonight. You led 15 laps. Coming in two tonight points wise, you were in fifth. So you're going to have a pretty good jump. You were only 2 behind Joe. 10, it looked like, behind Mark Mann there for third. And I want to say here about 18 or so behind Anthony for second. So, definitely good points tonight for you, with only 2 races left. But, really, Gabe, my question to you is, because you're a driver, what was it really like down there in the pack? Was it good racing, hard racing? Was you just trying to take your time? What was it like?
I mean, in this car, I like taking my time, and we kind of went hard on the first stint, but then got with Hunter and Jimmy, and we said, well, you know what? Let's take it easy on our tires and see if we can save a set of tires, and we did. And we didn't lose a whole bunch of track position. So, I mean, tires are a big thing in this car, especially here. So we were able to figure it out and kind of stay up front all night. And Jimmy got terribly unlucky. He had to use a fast repair early, and then he got killed there on his second wreck. But myself and Hunter were able to, like I said, stay up there at the front. And right there at the end, we were, going to go early and try and stay 1 and 2. But if, that outside lane was coming, one of us was going to have to go up there and either block it or just kind of get with the momentum on it and do what we had to do. Unfortunately, there was 2 wrecks on the green white checkers. And like I said earlier, it's a win, but it's not the way you want to win.
Yeah, definitely so. But, coming down to the wire of the regular season with 2 races left now, Daytona next week and then the week after Talladega, 2 great tracks, both, different, different styles of racing, both, different sizes. One is, really 2 lanes. You can go 3, but I wouldn't suggest it. The other one's, 3 lanes, could go 4 wide. Wouldn't advise it in these cars, but, you're going to have those that will, got to get all the points you can, with only 2 races left because, it's coming down to the wire. What do you like or dislike about Daytona next week after, what we've seen here tonight?
I mean, Daytona's probably my favorite track across all the different types of vehicles that we run. And I mean, you can go 3 wide there, but in this car, you can do it, but you better have damn good tires. And if you do decide to go, you got to be aware of who's inside you and what kind of tires they have. So we try and keep an eye on who has a faster pit stop if they've taken tires, if they haven't taken tires. So that's one thing about this car, really. It makes you think a lot more. You got to drive it, and I think fellas are still getting used to it. But yeah, I do like Daytona. I haven't said that now. I'll probably finish last and wreck on the first lap or something.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, but the main goal is just to get to the playoffs, and I think we've got enough points now that we can kind of just relax and experiment a little bit if we have to, and take it from there.
Yeah, definitely so. Well, awesome win out here tonight, even though, you got it the way you didn't want to get it, but, it's a win. A win's a win the way you look at it. So, Gabe, awesome job out here tonight, buddy. Keeping it clean for the most part out here, only 8 incidents. You did keep your fast repair, though, so, just in case something major was to have happened, you still had that. And so, awesome job, Gabe. Any, final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your win?
Yeah, yeah. Big shout out to you, brother, for doing the broadcast. It's always exciting listening to you, and even if the race is not, you make it exciting. So,
Appreciate
um,
it.
I always think somebody's standing on your toe at certain points in the race, but there you go. But shout out to OP and the admins. It was great running with Hunter and Jimmy tonight. We had fun. I know Jimmy didn't. He had some bad luck, but I appreciate their help tonight, though. And yeah, look forward to next week.
All righty, Gabe. Well, awesome win out here tonight, buddy. I guess we'll see you Saturday, man. Go celebrate your win out here tonight.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, bud. All right. Well, that was the top two here tonight. We're going to get down here to the unofficial results, putting in the admin stuff. Of course, they have to do here. Gabe Butler grabbed the win out here tonight. Again, congratulations to Gabe on the win. Caleb O'Connor there in second. Rick Siebrands third. Lee McNeese fourth. Robert DuPont fifth. Matthias Swank in sixth. Brian Elmore seventh. A.J. Walker in eighth. Steve Loving ninth. And Bubba Winningham grabbing the top 10 here this evening. Alex Giffen at 11th. Wes Hogue in 12th, Adam Kilday 13th, James Young 14th, Alex Green 15th, Ron Walters 16th, James Mayer in 17th, Hunter Reynolds in 18th, James Pileski 19th, and Joe Thompson 20th, Larry Johnson 21st. Vicente Guerrero 22nd, Brent Elmore 23rd, George Burns 24th, Forrest Sparks 25th, Mark Mann 26th, Jimmy Reynolds 27th, Anthony English 28th, and Joseph Holder did not start here tonight. But again, our winner out here tonight, Gabe Butler, will be off tomorrow night, Friday, back in action Saturday with OP Unlimited Series. That'll be at 8:45, 7:45 Central. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight on MaxspeedTV. Until next time, folks, stay safe. Thank you all again, and have a good night.
Engines roll, the night comes alive. MaxspeedTV, where the races thrive. Tires burn, a crowd leans in. This is where the action begins.